You must be Colonel Proshan.
Yes, my lord, we've been expecting you. This army the Resistance has gathered. We're losing the last battle of the war, and manpower isn't our problem. But Darth Lacris promises you can help, and I've learned to trust her judgment.
How long have you worked for the Darth?
My division worked under her during the occupation of Varsid, street to street fighting for the Emperor's glory. I've asked my men to identify priority Resistance targets for you. You'll move at your discretion, and we'll supply you with anything you need. And be careful if you stray into the toxic areas of the valley. We're receiving reports of some sort of insectoid infestation. Even the Resistance stays clear.
I've met your insects before. Man-sized, genetically engineered killing machines.
Then maybe you can assist us on that front as well. The base is yours. Anything I can do, let me know.
You look distressed, Commander. Rebels got you down.
Have faith in the Empire, and the Empire provides. Yesterday, I woke to the news that Balmoran rebels had devised a way to avoid our sensors, had developed prototype stealth ships out of shuttles stolen from us. But I did not lose heart. Today, a scout literally stumbled upon where the rebels have stashed those same ships. The Empire provides. Doesn't matter, some said. Nobody could storm the area, wrestle key codes for the shuttles from their pilots, destroy their anti-aircraft defenses, steal a shuttle.
Tell me the details. You know very well I'm capable of all those things.
I do, my lord. The rebel pilots will have the keys you need to get inside a shuttle, but there's no way to override the rebels' automated defenses. You'll need to destroy the laser batteries before you steal the prototype shuttle. Then, fly it out under heavy fire and countless opposition. An adventure, for certain.
Time for you to see what a Sith can do.
Blast it! I was hoping you were my reinforcements. No offense meant, my lord. It's just there's a target we need taken out, and I've no authority to ask you. The Gold Nibre rebels have taken control of Traken 4, one of our outposts past the Markaren Wastes. If they get the gun emplacements functional, they could take out the Markaren outpost in one shot.
What's your plan?
I called for a full recon team. Top priority is to kill the power couplings on those gun emplacements. If you get that done before they attack the Markaren outpost, the Empire will be in your debt.
I'm honored, my lord, and grateful. We've suffered a security breach, and Sith help would be most welcome. Exactly 52 minutes ago, a Republic spy infiltrated an Imperial capital ship. The blast-heavy scum killed 16 loyal officers and made off with a sample of our most deadly bioweapon. Now this spy's on Balmorra trying to hand the weapon over to the Republic. We must recover it first.
The Empire's property will not fall into Republic hands.
Thank you. This subterfuge must be punished, starting with a spy. He crash-landed in the swamp. Republic search parties are moving in, but the real problem is the wildlife, Balmorra's nastiest man-eaters. Also be careful with the bioweapon itself. The casing might be damaged, and I'd rather not have to explain 1,000 unplanned casualties.
Don't sneak up on me like that. My lord! I apologize. I've been on surveillance for 4 days straight, and I'm following up on a known rebel base location.
If you have a location, why hasn't a strike been mobilized?
We did. Captured some of their low-level operatives, but no one at the top. One of the captured rebels admitted his team was scavenging unexploded thermal detonators from battlefields. They're using the thermite to build their own improvised bombs.
These rebels cannot get away with mocking the Empire.
Precisely my thought, my lord. If you're in, I think we should feed these scum their own medicine, steal their bombs and use them on them. I'll transmit the specs, where to get the bombs, and the best places to blow to bloody bits once you have them. If you pull it off, let me know. My superiors will want the gory details.
Lord Parf's Oak.
These are grim days, friend. I am Captain Ransfell Newt, Imperial Command. Your presence here couldn't come at a better time. Please try to overlook the stench of death upon me. Sometimes the work we do to preserve the Empire is dirty.
Killing is neither dirty nor clean. Simply necessary.
Sadly, the blood on my hands is not the enemy's, my lord. There's a terrible scourge terrorizing this world. The Colicoids. Savage, genetically enhanced creatures with a ravenous taste for human flesh. Emboldened by hunger, the Colicoids are encroaching on settled areas and Imperial holdings. Many of the Empire's finest have become food for these bugs.
Then they weren't the Empire's finest, were they?
Believe me, we've lost a lot of good men. They deserve to be avenged. I've developed a poison that kills the Colicoids when consumed. I've collected bodies of the fallen and treated them with the toxin. Then I had to cut the poisoned bodies into pieces. Now they must be dispersed around the bugs' nests. Will you do this?
So we kill a few dozen bugs. Big deal.
Except that I believe once the Colicoids start to associate eating human flesh with dying, they'll lose their taste for it. If the bugs no longer savor humans, the infestation will not spread toward our settlements and outposts. Believe me, this is not simply one man's pathetic revenge. Please, will you take up this charge?
If you're going to make me feel guilty, I'll do it.
I'm relieved. You'll have to make the trek to Bugtown in Broken Valley, the site of the experiments that made the bugs. Here, a bag of the poisoned body parts. Tread cautiously. It will attract the creatures in droves. Find the Colicoid feasting mounds around the area and deposit body parts on each mound. I hope you return to me in one piece.
Master Puntillo, target's preparing to move out.
But you still refuse to attack!
My men are corporate security, sir. We can't defeat Republic commandos in a fair fight.
Then, you're fortunate I see one last option, Master Sith. Maverse Puntillo of the Puntillo Foundation. Pardon me for speaking out of turn, but I have a proposition.
You're bold to approach me. Bold and foolish.
I've stared down Sith before. I was, a businessman. I supported the Empire when this war began, both in and out of the boardroom. The Republic sent a squad to kill me. They botched the mission, killed my wife and daughter. So my mercenaries tracked the commandos responsible.
We lured them from their base with a distress call, but they came ready for a trap. We can't afford...
I can afford anything! So since my men refused to strike, I'll pay you to murder every squad member who took part in the attack on my family.
Like it or not, innocents die in war. Murdering these soldiers won't bring your family back.
No. But it would be only fair. The commandos are scouting those polluted wastes. I'll need proof of their deaths. Blood. Dog tags. I don't care. But kill them. Make things right.
Damn snipers! Come out here and fight like men! Ha! Miss me, you cowards! Oh, pardon, my lord. Didn't see you there. Could I beg a moment of your time? Our mission would greatly benefit from your assistance.
My skills could be turned in many directions. Why should I turn them in yours?
One of our fighter squadrons was patrolling this sector when they were shot down by resistance fighters. The pilots who survived were all captured. They are being held in that camp up ahead. The snipers guarding them are exceptional. Simply reaching this position cost me 8 men. My unit needs reinforcements to complete this mission, but that'll take time. Time those pilots don't have. We're out of options. At this point, only someone with your skills could rescue those pilots in time. Can you assist us?
I make no guarantees.
Any help at all would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
straight into a cockpit. The Resistance is going to pay.
Sure. Thank you.
Capitán Wesson.
That was a close call. I didn't think anyone would be able to make it in here. Thank you.
Auf du dann heifst. John. Scappar.
Come in, Torsen. This is headquarters. Lieutenant Torsen, please respond. Sir, we've got something.
What? Lieutenant Torsen, is that you? Blast it, Nalto! Get me a clear visual. That's better. Oh. Apologies, my lord. I didn't recognize you. Is there a lieutenant by the name of Torsen with you by any chance?
This hollow was sitting in a pile of corpses. Perhaps your friend is among them. Why don't you describe him?
That's not really necessary, my lord. Torsen's squad was deployed to recapture that region's farmsteads. The Resistance is desperate for supplies, pushing to capture every food source available. I hope to retake the farms and put their crops to our use. That's no longer an option. We have to destroy the crops on those farmsteads. We cannot allow the enemy access to such a valuable resource. You're already in the area. Can you help us?
This is beneath me, but I'll do it.
Torsen's squad was carrying a set of RK-9 soil devastators. For this contingency. They'll be on the soldiers' bodies. Once you have the soil devastators, fight past the Resistance patrols and position them in the growing fields. The devices will blight the soil beyond all use. If you could, contact me again when the objective is complete. Good luck to you.
Non-stop.
Ah, hello again. Scans show the soil devastators in full operation. Excellent. Thank you for taking the time to assist us. The operation would have failed without you.
Next time, don't look to me.
Understood. Understood. You don't need to worry about us. I've arranged for a small token of my gratitude to be sent to you. Thanks again.
Nicely done. You rescued all of our pilots. I hope you made those coward snipers pay while you were at it. My lord, you honor me with your presence. How may I serve you?
I found all of the bodies in the village, Captain. Don't deny that you're the one responsible.
I assure you, this is all just a misunderstanding. The villagers, you see, they deceived us. They ambushed us, and we had to kill them. No impropriety, nothing personal in what happened. I simply did my duty. We can keep this simple, can't we? You can forget whatever it is you think you saw, and I can forget about leaving these credits sitting on my desk. Agreed?
Turn yourself in, or I'll take matters into my own hands.
You leave me no choice, then. So be it. Colonel Aiden, this is Captain Varmet.
Yes, Captain.
I wasn't entirely truthful when I told you what happened with the supply drop-off.
It's really done, isn't it? The men who killed my family, you've made them pay. The names match the dog tags. They're dead, all dead. Go home now, Captain. My wife and daughter are avenged.
I'll have the men prepare for departure, sir.
It's not as satisfying as I expected. Perhaps I should see whether those Republic soldiers had families.
You should make everyone involved pay the price.
Yes, I think so. I'll start my search at once. You've done well for me. Take your reward. Farewell.
At your service, my lord. Travel route is confirmed.
The rebels' facilities have been destroyed.
I heard the fireworks from here, my lord. Nothing like the smell of rebels roasting on their own blasted suitcase bombs.
Du da kneifst.
You have your ship, Commander.
And you, my eternal gratitude, my lord. You are everything the Empire promises its people. The shuttle will go to our techs, be pulled apart, and its secrets made ours. Once again, order triumphs over chaos, and the Empire provides for those who hold true.
At your service, my lord. Travel route is confirmed.
Is there anything wrong?
You see, we're setting up a new base of operations where Outpost Freedom is now, but those colicoids are proving a headache. Our orbital bombers have specialized toxic bombs to drive them off, but apparently they need infrared markers to aim at. I'm looking for someone to place those markers.
If this was so simple, you'd have placed those markers by now.
Well, there are a ton of colicoid nests in that area, but nothing you can't handle. We need the markers placed in these locations. Once they're all in place, I can order the bombardment.
Warn me first. If I look up and see toxic bombs overhead, I will be unhappy.
I'll contact you when I read the markers are in place. Watch yourself around the colicoids.
Sir, we just took 50% casualties. That's called a defeat. We're dead without reinforcements.
Where are you, Private? Does this look like Alderaan? On Balmorra, 50% is the price of admission. Everyone fights, Private Gambar. Either you go in shooting, or we freeze you in carbonite and use you as a shield.
That casualty rate seems high.
Well, I imagine you're new to our particular combat zone, so welcome. I'm Pylok. We've encountered an unidentified insectoid species.
They're 3 meters tall. Blasters don't kill them, they can chew through armor.
Private Gambar here is expressing the diminished morale that resulted from our failure to achieve the objective.
What's so necessary that it costs this many lives?
There are plans for a bomb in that industrial complex. A city-busting neutron detonator. If the Resistance gets them, you can kiss Sobrik goodbye. Trouble is, some kind of alien bugs took up residence. They've got brains enough to fight, but not enough to talk. We'll be back in combat as soon as we get done with a little field surgery.
How much medical attention does the squad need?
We've got concussions, a fractured arm, a hand with no meat on it, and our medics are tied up removing a rib from a lung. Everyone left in that complex is dead. The insectoids appear to consume their enemies. So, as less than half of us can even walk, can you give us a hand? Go in and get those schematics out.
The insects will learn fear, and if they are incapable of that, pain.
My lord, that is a scenario that meets our approval. Now, I should warn you, the plans are separated out for the manufacture of individual parts, so it's not one straight run in there. Once you have all the plans, come back and tell us how you did it. I need the squad to hear that these bugs can die.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon. Kanju's disease. I'll have my wind back in a minute. Oh, that's better. Dr. Rivas, Imperial Science Bureau. Welcome to Project Hexapod. Not much, is it? Just me and a couple of obsolete computers. Empire's throwing all its resources into the war. What little good it does. but maybe you can help me.
Maybe you can tell me what it is you need help with.
You're familiar with the weaponized colicoids, right? You can't miss them. The results of some kind of sick, wonderful experiments. Got loose when the Empire bombed the place. I'm here to uncover and analyze every scrap, every detail of those perverse, amazing experiments. Where, why, who, how, what. And then put it to good use.
What do you mean by good use?
The colicoid mutations are disgusting and remarkable, but they are only the barest hint of what we might accomplish. I've located ground zero of the colicoid experiments, but between the mutated colicoids and my bad lungs, I can't get in. I need you to take this data spike and upload every scrap of information on those experiments you can find. Not just the formula, everything.
I can absolutely do that.
Good to hear. Project Hexapod might not be a wash after all. Ground Zero isn't far from here. Big lab facility. Hard to miss. Good luck out there.
Ustaupine ICJ in alam is Frumadine Habans.
The upload has stopped, but the algorithm was flawless. Someone must be interfering with the upload manually.
I haven't seen any sign of the Republic or the Balmoran resistance in here.
We should keep all possibilities open. The interference is coming from deeper inside the lab. I hate to ask this of you, but I need the rest of that data. Keep on your guard. Anyone with the ability to get into that lab is very dangerous.
Imache, Churon Chika Chiliska Chanaga.
I didn't know colicoids could talk. Who are you?
Uwana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske. Uwana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske. Piti dotenya gokaka jujo. Da biska ku paliya.
I can't believe the colicoids willingly contributed to these experiments.
Bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa dweduipe. O kakiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia. I'm unfollow.
This is Private Suzoku, 5th Infantry, 1st Battalion. I'm bleeding out a damn artery. Whoever finds this, Lieutenant Pillock ordered us in here. No one else. That's why he won't call for reinforcements. He heard a rumor about neutron detonator plans, and knew whoever turned those over to command would get noticed. We made 3 assaults. Same tactics. Unknown enemy. Stupid decisions. Shoot that void brain. Get him court-martialed. Lock him up. He threw good men. He just threw us away.
Our bombers are pounding those colicoid nests into toxic dust. You do excellent work. Thanks for your help. You've certainly earned this.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
You've returned. Tell me you were able to deposit the poisoned body parts throughout the colicoid nest.
It took a much greater effort than expected, but the deed is done.
If the colicoids associate eating human flesh with dying, their survival instinct will steer them away from us as a food source.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
This is Lieutenant Zach Harrell, 83rd Platoon. It's my final duty to report mission failure. My squad had orders to recover stolen Imperial data card from Resistance fighters. Recovery complete, but my men suffered extensive injuries. Ambushed by Republic patrol. Many men too injured to run. Wouldn't leave them. Not to those animals. We stood our ground, called for air support, but the enemy must have jammed our signal. Republic scum slaughtered my men, shot the wounded where they lay, and left me for dead. The enemy stole the data card. They now possess codes to open any Imperial security door on Balmora. I accept full responsibility. Should have run when we had the chance. Overheard them mention a computer at their outpost. Taking the coded data card there for decryption. If reinforcements find this message, recovery of stolen coded data card, maximum priority. Find Republic outpost. Retrieve coded data card. Return to Captain Laba at our forward base. He'll know what to do.
Oh dear, what am I into this time?
Lieutenant Zach Harrell. Signing off.
Captain Labber, 83rd Platoon. I'll do my best to serve, my lord, though my resources are limited. One of my squads disappeared while returning from an important mission. I'm mounting a search and rescue operation.
The situation is under control, Captain. I finished the mission your men started.
Finished? You don't even know the details of our mission. Wait. That data card you're holding. I recognize those markings. That's the security codes the traitor stole. I sent Lieutenant Haral's squad to recover that. They didn't make it, did they?
They fought bravely, but they were outnumbered by Republic forces.
I served with Lieutenant Haral for 6 years. This must not stand. Captain Labber, 83rd Platoon. I'll do my best to serve, my lord, though my resources are limited. One of my squads disappeared while returning from an important mission. I'm mounting a search and rescue operation.
The situation is under control, Captain. I finished the mission your men started.
Finished? You don't even know the details of our mission. Wait. That data card you're holding. I recognize those markings. That's the security codes the traitor stole. I sent Lieutenant Haral's squad to recover that. They didn't make it, did they?
They were ambushed and slaughtered by a Republic patrol.
I served with Lieutenant Haral for 6 years. This must not stand. It's time to burn every Republic outpost to the ground. Show those dogs how the 83rd Platoon avenges its fallen. I'll organize what's left of my command and drive those scum off Balmorra by myself if I have to.
Lieutenant Haral stood his ground when he should have retreated.
Haral was one of the best I've served with. But you're right. We need a solid plan of attack. It's good you retrieved that data card. If the Resistance had cracked our security codes, their saboteurs and commanders could have struck where we're most vulnerable.
Perhaps this data card might be safer with me.
That's very probably true, my lord. However, I've already signaled Central Command to come and get it. I wish I could offer a greater reward, but I'm afraid this will have to do. I should file a report with Central Command. I appreciate your wise counsel, my lord. Good day.
The spy was dead when I found him. He hid the bioweapon, but I dug it up.
Poor Republic. All that trouble for nothing. At any rate, congratulations. I'll include a full description of your heroics in my report. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see to the bioweapon safe transport off Balmorra.
You don't need to worry about the gold Nibre anymore.
I am in your debt, my lord. I just found out that my reinforcements were killed by a rebel ambush. Without you, the Gold Nibre's attack would have succeeded for sure.
Travel route is confirmed.
My lord, we feared you wouldn't survive. It's chaos out there.
And who do you think is responsible for that chaos, Captain? With every target you eliminated, the Resistance became more disorganized. I've ordered all available forces to the battlefield.
Our bombers devastated the enemy in the first 10 minutes. Their defenses are in shambles.
If you think the Resistance will fall this easily, you won't rule this planet for long.
Certainly we'll be cleaning up for months. But so long as they're on the defensive, they'll cease to be a threat.
We've forced their 6th Battalion into Bugtown. The Colicoids are eating them alive.
I think I'd like to see that. You'll be moving on, I presume? Letting the fires of Balmorra light your way as you unearth secrets for your master?
I've learned many things since becoming Sith. Not all of it needs to be shared.
That is why I respect you. Colonel, prepare my shuttle.
Yes, my lord.
When you think back to Balmorra, remember the armies you laid to waste, the enemies you slew, and remember me, and the rewards I gave you.
What sort of rewards were you thinking?
That, among others. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have rebels to annihilate. Tell the troops, Captain, that today we win this world. Today the Resistance has fallen.
My lord, this is the happiest of days. The whole Resistance is in shambles. The people's spirits are broken. Balmorra is as good as ours.
It looks like there's still a lot of fighting going on.
Oh, that'll happen. That always does. The government in exile has lost its teeth. It's the Empire or it's anarchy, and people like peace. We cannot possibly thank you enough for your service. Decades we've been trying to win this war, and you've done it in a fraction of the time. Thank you.
I've found the artifact.
Excellent. I trust Major Bessico was a good help. I've traced another artifact to Nar Shaddaa, but I'm still trying to locate the other two. I'll see what I can learn while you're on Nar Shaddaa. Now hurry. There can be no gain without haste.